Hi guys, Sam here. Welcome to your maths video this week. Each week there's going to be one video that's going to explain all of your maths learning for the week. And you'll need to have a packet of papers that your adult will have picked up from the school or that will have emailed over to them and they will have printed it out. Anyway, this video is meant to help you with your home learning. I'm not going to do it for you, but I will help you. And you can watch it as many times as you like, and you can keep coming back to it, and you only need to watch a certain portion of it each day, and I'll make sure that that's very clear. So since today is Monday, you're going to need sheet 1 that looks just like that right there. It says write the fraction at the top. We're focusing on fractions this week. You'll need sheet 1. Okay, so we're looking at fractions this week. Fractions is dealing with a portion of a whole, okay, and it's made up of two parts. So here we have a fraction. Our fraction is 3/4, where 3 is the numerator, and that's how many we're looking at, and the denominator is 4, which is how many make up the whole. Okay. So again, looking at sheet 1, it says for us to write what fraction of each food has been eaten. So in the first one, we've got 4 apples, 4 total apples. 4 is going to be our denominator because it's how many make up the whole. Now it says write the fraction of the number that have been eaten. So 2 of those apples have been eaten. So that's how we know that 2/4 of our apples have been eaten. So if we look at the next one, we've got a different fruit there. We've got bananas. Now it's kind of difficult to see on the camera here, but I can see clearly how many of my bananas are there. How many total are there? There are 5 total bananas. So is that going to be my numerator or my denominator? How many make up my whole? How many make up my total? So it's 5, that's going to be my denominator. Okay. Now it says how many of them have been eaten. Again, quite difficult to see on here, but you'll be able to see it on your sheet in front of you. It looks like 3 of them have been eaten. So 3/5 of our bananas have been eaten. So that would be your answer for number 2. Okay. Let's have a quick look at number 3. This is making me hungry. We're looking at sandwiches this time. So how many total sandwiches were there? There were 4 total sandwiches. Now, again, how many of them have been eaten? You can see that one of them is almost completely gone right there. It's just the crust. So then our numerator would be 1/4 or 1/4 of them have been eaten. Now, if you look down at the bottom in part B, this is where you are going to draw these scenarios in the same style as the questions above. So it says Najim has eaten 1/5 of the chocolate bars. Okay, so we know he had 5 chocolate bars to start with. Now, I don't really have a brown here for chocolate, but I'm going to try and draw it with this one. Still on sheet 1, by the way. Looking at number 7. Okay, how would I draw 1/5 of the chocolate bars? Well, maybe I've got the bars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe they came in a red packet, like a Twix. I've only got 4 here. I said 1/5 of them have been eaten, so that means I wouldn't eat the packet. There's my packet right there. That shows that 1 out of the 5 have been eaten. Okay, so you carry on. You can do that on your own. That is sheet 1. That is Monday. Okay, welcome to Tuesday. Now you need to be looking at sheet number 2. Once again, making me quite hungry because we're dealing with food here. Let's look at question number 1, and I'll read it out to you because it's kind of small text. The instructions here say answer the following questions. It says helpful hint, drawing diagrams may help you, so that's what I plan on doing. Number 1 says Billy ate 3/5 of a pizza, 3/5, and Bob ate 4/5 of a pizza. Who ate the most? Now, I reckon you could probably figure this out, but let's give it a try drawing it and see what happens. So, we're trying to figure out who ate the most pizza between Billy and Bob. So Billy here. It says Billy ate 3/5 of a pizza. There's Billy's pizza. Bob ate 4/5 of pizza. About the same size. Now we need to divide them up into 5 equal portions. Let's start with the middle. Let's go about like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. Okay, it says Billy ate 3/5. Bob ate 4/5. So, it says who ate the most. I reckon we can figure that one out. Billy ate 3/5. He would have eaten 1, 2, 3. Bob ate 4/5. He ate, good different color on this one. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously, I think we can clearly see Bob ate more of the pizza. However, if you ask me, Billy made the right decision because now he's going to have leftovers. Okay, great. The other 5, I believe you can do on your own. Give them a try and draw a diagram if you need to. Okay, that is Tuesdays. Okay. Welcome to your Wednesday video. You'll need sheet 3 in front of you. This one is called equivalent fractions. What do we notice about this word equivalent? Sounds a whole lot like the word equal. And we know that equal is 2 things that are the same thing. We can represent it with that, like that. Okay, so the example it gives, it says these fractions are equivalent. The rectangles are the same. The amount shaded is equivalent. Okay, so when it means the rectangles are the same, it's talking about this whole rectangle right here. So this whole rectangle is the same size as this whole rectangle. It's just about the way that they're divided up. So on the left, we've got a rectangle that's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal portions, and 4 of them have been colored gray. Whereas on the right side, we have a rectangle that's been divided up into 1, 2, 3 equal portions, and 2 of them have been colored gray. But we can see that an equivalent area here has been colored in here, but it's just how they're divided up that's different. Same sizes. So if we look down at the bottom, the directions say, write the fraction of each shape that is shaded and, 2 steps here, draw a line to match equivalent fractions. Okay, what I want you to do right now, pause the video and write in the fractions of each shape that is shaded. Okay, so here I've done the first 3. I saw that there are 6, this rectangle is made up of 6 smaller rectangles, so that's my denominator, and 2 of them have been shaded gray, so that's why that's my numerator. Went down to this next one, I saw the whole rectangle has been divided up into 4 equal parts. 2 of them have been shaded in, that's why I have 2/4 or 2/4. Over here, my rectangle has been divided up into 8 equal portions, and 4 of them have been shaded. You do the rest. All right, how does yours look? So now what we need to do is draw a line from these ones on the left-hand side to their matching ones on the right-hand side. Okay, I know that 2/6 does not equal 4/8, and I can see that slightly different areas have been shaded in. Looking at 2/6 and 2/3, I can tell that quite a bit more of this rectangle has been shaded in. Now, this is interesting right here. 2/6 and 1/3. Sure looks about like that could be 1/3, but that could be 2/6. So I'm not gonna draw it in just yet because I want to compare the others, but I think this might be my best option. Okay, let's look at 2/6 compared to 3/4. No, that's way different to that. And 2/6 compared to 4/5. Again, no, far more has been shaded here than has been here. So I can very confidently say that 2/6 is equivalent to 1/3. Okay, I want you to pause the video and I want you to finish off the last 5 or the last 4 on your own. How'd you do? 2/4 is equivalent to 4/8. 8/10 is equivalent to 4/5. 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3, and 6/8 is equivalent to 3/4. So well done if you got those correct. All right, Thursday and Friday are very much the same, and if you're really lucky, you can try doing Thursday and Friday in the same day, but there are 2 different sheets if you want to spread it out a little bit. Here we're going to be adding fractions with the same denominator. It says to color in the correct number of boxes and write the answer to the fraction sums. So here's an example. It says, we look at this diagram, it says 1/4 are red and 3/4 are blue. Let me make that a little bit more clear. 1/4 red, 3/4 blue. And that adds up to a total of 4/4, which takes up the whole thing. So you could even say that that equals 1 whole, or just 1. Okay. Let's look at this one right here. Let's look at B. So it says 1/4 are going to be red. I'm going to take my red here. I've got 4 equal portions, but only one of them is meant to be colored red. Okay. And 2/4 are going to be colored blue. Now, I'm not going to color over this one in blue because I've already colored that red. So to go to my next one, that will be blue. That will be blue. I've got one left over there. So what fraction have I colored in red and blue? I've colored in 1, 2, 3 of them. 4 makes the total. Okay, so you're not going to be coloring in every single one every single time. This one down here says use the fraction number line to find the answer to the fraction sums. So say I've got this fraction number line right here. It asks me to find 1/5 add 3/5. So if I'm starting at 1/5, am I going to start here? Or am I going to start at 1/5? I'm going to start at 1/5. And then I want you to count on 3 more fifths. Where'd you land? Okay guys, good luck with your math learning. Whoops. I'm sure you're gonna do great. I'll be in touch with you and your adults in the next week or so to see how you get on. Give it your best try and let me know what you think. Look forward to next week.